Hey guys, it's Chris with SSF&P again, and this demo is going to go over the LA Scoring Strings multi-instruments. I know some of you thought I probably left you hanging by not showing you these with the single instrument demo, but you thought wrong, because this entire pack is pretty much an orgasm to the ears. So now I've got the Divise Legato cellos loaded up here, and remember that the velocity is controlled through the mod wheel, and sustain is off. So let's go ahead and give these multis a look at. That's the legato cello patch. Let's take a look at the spiccato cello multi. I know we went over the single cello spiccato patch, but the multis just sound a lot better. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little stock reverb from Contact in here. Usually use the preset Grand Hall output. Alright, there we go. Alright, that adds a little bit of authenticity to the sound. And remember, the ART tool is activated by holding the sustain pedal or control channel 64, and velocity is through the velocity attenuator, which is control channel 111, and I have that set through my MIDI keyboard on a pot slider. Let's give this one a look at. I'm going to go ahead and mess with the ART tool to kind of give you guys an idea of what exactly it does. Say for instance the velocity is set at 127 as a standard. This line represents the 127. Actually, more realistically, it would probably be about 90, since 127 is the full velocity. By raising the bar, you add velocity to it. You see there it's got over here it'll show where the velocity is, and we can set our own little rhythms. Drag and drop here. Let's go ahead and just do the same for the other ones. And this is pretty neat because you can add your own articulations. You can cancel certain notes or add them and strengthen the rhythm, and it beats having to edit each individual MIDI note through another velocity attenuating tool, or drawing a bar within your sequencer. So let's go ahead and give this one a run around. That's a great little tool there. Let's go ahead and do the violin legato multi. Spiccato and staccato are basically the same thing. They sound the same, so we'll cover the staccato violins. It's a pretty big patch, but you can't complain due to the sound samples. It's just fantastic. Also, LA Scoring Strings comes with some presets for the ART tool, which you can find. Oh, I've loaded up legato. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do the legato first. And remember that the velocity is controlled through the mod wheel here, and sustain is off since we have no ART enabled. So that's just absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to go really in depth with this because you get an idea of just the portamento slides by striking the second note of the phrase under soft velocity, and a normal legato phrase by striking it at a heavy velocity. So that's just a great feature. Let's go ahead and do the staccato violins, and then I'm going to cover the ensemble patches within the instrument list. I didn't cover those in the first demo since they're kind of considered a full ensemble patch, but we'll cover those next. Here's the staccato violins. And I said in the previous demo, you have the choice of doing 16th note, 8th note, triplets, or 8th note. So let's go ahead and just look through these. I've only got 10 minutes because of YouTube, but I'm trying to give you an idea as best as I can of the options you have. So it's just same rhythm over and over I'm playing, but just to give you the idea of the sounds. Alright, now the full ensemble patches are pretty various, but some of them, depending on what type of music you're writing, I still use Symphobia for my glissando effects. That's because they're cinematic and theatrical, and since I'm a film composer, just have better sounding samples. But if you're a chamber composer doing quintets or things for string ensembles, LASS would be the way to go. They're broken down into simple phrases. Let's go ahead and I'll do a couple of these just to give you an idea. But so you see there, that's just the same thing that Symphobia offers, but in the single ensemble effect phase there. Alright, now the spiccato and staccato patches are broken down into low and high, and it gives you the option of having a different ART rhythm with a low section versus the high section, so that's a pretty good feature. Now I cannot load both of these at the same time since the screen recording software it will crash sonar, so bear with me here. Also, you don't have to hold down the chord. There's the option just to strike the notes individually if you choose to. So it's just kind of a cool little way to make your own staccato or short rhythms. Now LASS does have the sustained ensemble expressive, which is the same as Symphobia's patches. I'm having trouble with that one right now because I'm running the screen recorder software, so it's nothing special. It's just the entire ensemble in a sustained patch, which most every string instrument VST has. So the multi-patches we reviewed, and I also want to go over kind of the advanced features of LA scoring strings. If you're an advanced user, it has some round robin effects and modulation that you can use if you find the ART tool just doesn't cut it for you, which if that's the case, you can choose the round robin presets. And if you're a novice user like I am, you'd probably see that the ART tool is enough to get an authentic sounding computer string section. Well, let's let this load here and I'll go over the round robin effects. Now I'm not too familiar with these effects, but just to give you an idea of some of the options you have, you've got sustain legato effects and whatnot. Those you can program. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with them, but let's go ahead and do a single instrument so it loads quicker. The spiccato patches are what offers the round robin, of course, since you're doing repetitive rhythms. Here they are. And go over here to the anti-repetition, and you've got round robin modes. You can program those through keys. And anybody that finds the time and interest in explaining to us exactly what that is and what it does, please upload a demo. I'm sure somebody out there could use it, and somebody that's more knowledgeable of these effect modulations than I am. But I hope this multi-demo kind of gives you a better idea of what the multi-patches sound like through LA scoring strings. So if you have any other demo requests, just drop me a line, and I'll see what I can do.